Do you think you've seen everything in the universe? Well, think again. NASA has been exploring space for decades, and during that time, it has uncovered things that seem straight out of a science fiction movie. From planets wandering alone in the void to cannibal galaxies that literally devour other galaxies, what they've found is breathtaking. But what may be even more astonishing are the mysteries that remain unsolved. Do you want to know what science still hasn't deciphered in the vast cosmos? Then keep watching, because we're going to explore the strangest objects ever found by NASA, and you won't believe what's out there. Tabby's star, the enigma of inexplicable light fluctuations. Tabby's star, located about 1,500 light-years away, has puzzled astronomers and space enthusiasts with its mysterious light fluctuations. Imagine a beacon in the universe that, instead of shining consistently, blinks unpredictably. This peculiar behavior has led many to wonder, could something massive, like a giant alien structure, be blocking its light? While this idea sparks our imagination, scientists tend to look for more tangible explanations. Some believe that dust clouds or even disintegrated planetary fragments could be causing these light interruptions. But the fact remains that, for now, Tabby's star is one of the greatest mysteries of our universe. This enigmatic phenomenon has been observed in various stars, but Tabby's star stands out for its extreme light dips. For science fiction fans, it's impossible not to think of colossal structures, like Dyson spheres, theoretically built by advanced civilizations to capture a star's energy. It's curious to imagine that something like this could exist in a distant galaxy, messing with the light of a distant sun. But while these theories seem like fiction, the search for a concrete explanation continues, and the mystery surrounding Tabby's star only deepens with time, further connecting us to the vast unknowns of the cosmos. Rogue planets, planets that roam alone through space. Imagine a planet with no star to orbit, wandering alone through the vast, frigid space. These are the so-called rogue planets, or wandering planets. Unlike the planets we know in our solar system, these solitary travelers are not bound by the gravity of a specific star. Set loose in the cosmos, they move freely through galaxies with no apparent direction. The idea of a planet floating through space, without the light and warmth of a sun, sounds almost poetic and tragic, but also deeply mysterious. Some studies suggest that there could be billions of these rogue planets in the universe, creating a stellar loneliness that challenges our notions of how planetary systems form. Despite wandering in cold space, these rogue planets may harbor fascinating secrets. Some theories suggest that under certain conditions, they could retain enough internal heat to have underground oceans, perhaps even hiding exotic forms of life. Who knows, maybe one of these wandering planets has already passed near our own galaxy, silent and invisible to our eyes due to the lack of reflected light. Science is just beginning to uncover these lost worlds, and their existence raises more questions than answers. How do they form? How are they expelled from their stars? Meanwhile, the search for these cosmic wanderers continues, reminding us how vast and unpredictable the universe truly is. Supermassive black holes, the matter-devouring monsters. Supermassive black holes are without a doubt the most feared villains in the universe. With masses millions or even billions of times greater than our Sun, they hide in the hearts of galaxies, devouring matter as if there were no tomorrow. These cosmic monsters grow by consuming gas, dust, and even entire stars. What makes them even more intriguing is that despite their terrifying gravitational force, they remain invisible. Only when their prey gets too close, stretched and crushed by the event horizon, do we capture signals of a black hole in action. It's as if they lurk in the shadows of the universe, waiting for the right moment to strike. The center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, hosts one of these monsters, known as Sagittarius A star. Despite its insatiable hunger, it doesn't devour everything around it immediately, which helps maintain cosmic balance here. However, when something gets too close, the show is guaranteed. Recent images of accretion events, where matter is sucked into the black hole, show us just how violent this feeding can be. This kind of phenomenon makes us reflect on the vastness of space and how these colossal, invisible entities shape the life of entire galaxies with their untamed force. Crab Nebula, the stellar explosion that never stops. The Crab Nebula is what remains of a supernova, an explosive event that turned a star into cosmic dust and left behind a glowing web of gas and matter. What's fascinating about this nebula, located about 6,500 light-years from Earth, is that it's still expanding, as if the explosion never really ended. It's like watching an explosion in slow motion, where matter and energy continue to spread across space, creating a dazzling visual spectacle. The remains of the star, now transformed into a pulsating neutron star, continue to send out signals, almost like a beacon from deep space. What makes the Crab Nebula even more special is its documented history. Chinese and Arab astronomers recorded the original supernova in 1054, and today we can see the consequences of that event. It's as if we're connected to both the past and the future at the same time, watching the echoes of this explosion as galaxies continue their dance. The Crab Nebula is not just a reminder that stars die, but also that space is in constant motion and transformation. Who knows what else might be exploding out there at this very moment, in a distant galaxy? Mysterious sounds from space, radio waves, and whistles from the cosmos. Space might seem silent, but it's far from it. In fact, the universe is full of sounds that we can't hear without special instruments. Some of the most enigmatic signals are mysterious radio waves that occasionally emerge from distant regions of the cosmos. Known as fast radio bursts, FRBs, these radio pulses are so fast that they last only milliseconds, but release an absurd amount of energy. Imagine something more powerful than our sun in an instant so brief that if you blink, you'll miss it. The origin of these signals remains a mystery, but there are several theories, ranging from black holes to alien civilizations. Besides radio waves, there are the curious whistles that seem to travel through space, generated by the interactions between charged particles and magnetic fields around Earth and other planets. This creates sounds that, while not audible to the human ear, can be captured and transformed into audio. Listening to these recordings is like hearing an alien symphony. Space is full of secrets, and these sounds make us feel a little more connected to the mysterious and vast universe. Asteroids with moons, space rocks accompanied by small moons. Asteroids are fascinating in their own right, but did you know that some of them have their own moons? Yes, like miniature planets, these celestial bodies bring along small satellites, rocks that became trapped in their orbit over time. A famous example is the asteroid Ida, which has a tiny moon called Dactyl. Space is full of these surprises. It's as if gravity is always at play, causing even vagabond rocks to acquire their own companions in the vast universe. As probes and telescopes explore more of the solar system, we keep finding new examples of this phenomenon. What's interesting about these asteroids is that they offer clues about how larger systems form. Just as planets orbit stars, these rocks orbit larger bodies. Studying their dynamics allows scientists to better understand how gravity works and how it influences the formation of planets and galaxies. So, the next time you hear about an asteroid, remember, it might not be alone on its journey through space. Cannibal galaxies, when one galaxy devours another. In space, galaxies are not just majestic star clusters. They're also predators. The concept of cannibal galaxies is exactly that, one galaxy swallowing another. An epic example of this behavior is the Andromeda Galaxy, which is slowly approaching the Milky Way. In billions of years, these two cosmic giants will collide and merge, in a spectacle that will redefine the night sky. Imagine the chaos, stars colliding, planets being ejected from their orbits, all happening on a timescale that defies our comprehension. This process, while seemingly destructive, is also a way in which the universe renews itself. When smaller galaxies are devoured by larger ones, their stars and materials are redistributed, forming new star regions and nebulae. It's a cosmic life cycle that, in some ways, mirrors the predatory nature of some creatures on Earth, but on a scale that defies any comparison. Cannibal galaxies remind us that, in space, not everything is peace and tranquility. There are also titanic forces in constant action. Dark matter, the invisible mystery that makes up the universe. Dark matter is one of the biggest unknowns in the cosmos. It's everywhere, making up about 85% of the universe's mass, yet it has never been directly observed. You could be looking at a galaxy right now, unaware that most of its mass is invisible. This mysterious component acts as a cosmic glue, holding galaxies together and influencing the motion of stars. Without dark matter, many galaxies would simply fall apart, and the universe as we know it wouldn't exist. What makes this mystery even more intriguing is that we have no idea what dark matter actually is. It doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light, making it impossible to detect with conventional telescopes. However, we know it's there because of its gravitational effect on visible matter. Research in physics and astrophysics is constantly trying to unravel this enigma, but so far, dark matter remains an invisible presence, silently shaping the destiny of galaxies and planets. Neutron stars and pulsars, the densest objects in the universe. Neutron stars are the extreme result of the collapse of massive stars. Imagine an object so dense that a single teaspoon of its matter would weigh billions of tons. It's hard to even conceive of such density. These stars, though only a few kilometers in diameter, have masses greater than the Sun. Some of these neutron stars, known as pulsars, spin at absurd speeds, emitting beams of radiation that appear to blink toward us, like cosmic lighthouses. It's fascinating to think that these small, dense bodies can spin hundreds of times per second, creating an almost musical rhythm in the heart of space. These extreme objects are crucial to understanding the limits of physics. The absurd density of neutron stars challenges the laws we know, and the study of pulsars has even been used to measure time in the universe, like a natural clock of unparalleled precision. By studying these celestial bodies, we're one step closer to uncovering the deepest secrets of matter and energy, while they continue their cosmic ballet across galaxies. The Eye of Sauron Galaxy, the mysterious galaxy that seems to be watching us. The Eye of Sauron Galaxy, officially called NGC 4151, looks like something straight out of science fiction. With an active nucleus emitting huge amounts of radiation, it earned this nickname for its visual resemblance to the fiery eye of the villain from The Lord of the Rings. But beyond its intriguing appearance, what truly captures astronomers' attention is the supermassive black hole at its center. This galaxy is among the most studied in the universe, precisely because of the enormous energy emissions coming from its core, something that can help us understand how galaxies and their central black holes evolve. As we observe the cosmic Eye of Sauron, we realize just how space can be both familiar and unknown at the same time. This galaxy seems to be watching us, but in reality, it's its hyperactive core that throws jets of energy around, turning what would be a common corner of the universe into something noteworthy. Who would have thought that a simple galaxy could stir our imagination so much and still help science unravel the mysteries of black holes? Gas giant exoplanets and super-Earths, strange worlds beyond the solar system. Exoplanets are planets that orbit stars outside of our solar system, and among them are gas giants and super-Earths. Gas giants, like Jupiter and Saturn, are primarily made of gas and can be immense compared to rocky planets like Earth. Super-Earths, on the other hand, are rocky planets larger than ours, with the potential to have conditions completely different from those we know. Imagine a world several times bigger than Earth, with gravity so intense that every step would be a real challenge. Or think of a gas giant where storms last for centuries, with winds thousands of times stronger than the most powerful hurricanes on Earth. The search for these exoplanets has been one of the greatest advances in space exploration in recent years. Some of these worlds may even be in the habitable zone of their stars, where life, in theory, could flourish. Each new discovery of an exoplanet broadens our perspectives on what's possible in the universe. With increasingly powerful telescopes, we're just scratching the surface of what we can discover. Who knows, the next exoplanet discovered may have conditions similar to Earth, or, perhaps, it could be something that completely challenges our imagination. Now that you know some of the strangest objects ever discovered in space, the question remains, what else is hiding out there, waiting to be found? The universe is vast and mysterious, and every new discovery brings more questions than answers. Did you ever imagine something so surprising could exist? What other secrets does the cosmos hold? If you're as curious as we are, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep following the most intriguing discoveries from space. With every new NASA mission, a new surprise could be on the way.